Hello and good afternoon, City Council of Fruit Cove, Florida. My name is Corey Parrish and I am a local firefighter here serving in Fruit Cove, Florida. The purpose of this video today is we are going to state fire prevention efforts throughout education, enforcement, and engineering. The three basic concepts of fire prevention, like I said, are education, enforcement, and engineering. With education, we'd like to teach residents, businesses, and schools about the risks of fire, such as safe use of space heaters, smoke alarms, and conducting evacuation drills. With enforcement, we ensure fire and building codes are followed through inspections, citations, and compliance orders. And with engineering, we apply building codes, fire-resistant materials, sprinklers, alarms, and structural fire protection systems. Now, how do we enforce the code here in Fruit Cove, Florida? In St. Johns County, which is where Fruit Cove, Florida is handled by the St. Johns County Fire Rescue Fire Prevention Division. All right, they are fire inspectors that conduct plan reviews, site inspections, and periodic compliance checks. Right, violations that can lead to correction notices and, if needed, enforcement actions until compliance is achieved. Right? How do we apply this code to new and existing occupancies? Right? New occupancies, building plans must be reviewed before permits are issued to ensure compliance with the Florida Fire Prevention Code based on NFPA 1 and NFPA 101. Right? Existing occupancies must have regular inspections to ensure sprinklers, alarms, extinguishers, and exits remain in compliance with these codes. Older buildings may require upgrades if certain hazards are identified during these inspections. Okay? Local organizations that determine fire resistance. All right, a couple of things that we have here: the Underwriters Laboratory and FM Global test and certify fire-resistant materials used locally here in Fruit Cove, Florida, and without St. Johns County. Right? The Florida also recognizes the Florida Building Commission for code adoption and approvals. Types of tests that we do for fire materials. All right, we have ASTM E119/UL263, which is the fire resistance of walls, floors, and structural assemblies. We have ASTM E84/UL723, the Steiner tunnel test, which is testing surface burning characteristics of interior finishes within your buildings. And we also have NFPA 252 and 257, which is fire tests for doors and windows. These tests ensure construction materials meet safety ratings before approval here in Fruit Cove, Florida. How fire tested ratings apply to these inspections, all right? Inspections confirm materials which are match tested and approved different ratings of fire, all right? Fire ratings help determine allowable occupancy, fire barrier separation, and maximum building height and size. Right? Example, a rated fire door must carry its UL NFPA label to be able to pass inspection. Right? Different characteristics that we have of unsafe structures. Right? Common unsafe conditions here in Fruit Cove, Florida. Right? Overloaded electrical wirings, blocked or locked exits, non-rated doors and walls separating occupancies, old wooden frame buildings without sprinklers, and also roof assemblies with poor fire resistance. Right? The biggest hazards of construction type that we have here in Fruit Cove, Florida is type V wood frame construction. Right? This is the most common in our residential areas, and the hazards that come with that: they have a fast fire spread, potential for conflagration in closely spaced homes, and collapse risk under certain fire conditions. Right? Plan reviews and structural control for safer buildings here in Fruit Cove, Florida. Right? We have thorough plans reviews during permitting that can catch fire safety issues before construction happens. Structural control, such as fire barriers, sprinklers, standpipes, and non-combustible roofs, which will prevent unsafe structures from endangering occupants and firefighters. Right? And an example of this is requiring fire-rated walls between townhomes and Fruit Cove subdivisions, which reduces the spread of fire. Right? Now, fire prevention, why is it important? It saves lives, protects properties, and reduces risk for the community. Right? Thank you, council, for your support today, and hopefully we can continue to prevent and enforce fire enforcement code here in Fruit Cove, Florida. Thank you very much.